Alright, so last time we beat up the trash bird. Or the trash king? Mega potion. Oh, right, I should probably heal. Oh, no, we're good. We don't need healing. We're good. A wallet? Check how much cash is in it so we can decide whether or not to return it. Claire. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Well, okay, if it belongs to someone mega rich, finders keepers. Fair. Oh my gosh, this is actually Jodi's wallet. Even better, we're definitely on her trail. If Jodi's nearby, how do I get her attention? Oh, woe is me. If only there was a buff tiger here to tell me I'm valid. Yep, I guess we gotta keep looking. Tear of Revival. That's like a phoenix down. What's the big disc on the ground? It looks like an old warp pad to me. If we stand on it, it should transport us somewhere. And considering this path is otherwise a dead end, I imagine Jodi must have already taken this thing. Well, wherever it takes us, I hope it isn't dangerous. And if it transports us there in one piece, it's probably safe, but whatever it takes us, better ready for anything. I guess there's only one way to find out. When you're ready, let's go. Let's get the treasure chest first. Happy Woke, Thomas Quack 9503, the woke number. Oh, is this gonna be the weirdo dimension? Celestial Wasteland. Wait, where do I... Oh, I go down here. I was like, where do I go? This sure is a change of scenery. Yeah, I'll say. Has this place always been like this, or is this more of Javis's handiwork? Actually, I heard stories about a floating island somewhere in the Sapphire Islands. This might be it. You guys seriously haven't heard of this place? Haven't you lived in Greenridge like your whole lives? Pretty sure I'd remember if I knew there was a giant desert in the sky near my hometown, Claire. Ditto. Okay, but we took a medium-range teleport to get here. We couldn't have gone that far. Why can't I see the ocean below us? I don't know. It's another mystery for us to investigate while we look for Jodi. Well, I don't see Jodi anywhere. She's not here. Let's go back to Amber Woods. Wasn't that place nice? I know this is a lot, Mel, but listen. If I was Javis and I wanted to hide from us, this floating island we didn't even know existed would be a pretty smart place for me to hide. Don't you think? That is a good point. Alright, let's do this for Jodi. Ooh, spikes. Oh, right, Jodi crosses the spikes for us. West for Portside. I guess that's where we're going. Fighting Robot and Tumbleweed Mage. We probably set the Tumbleweed on fire. And we attack like this. First aid. I like RPGs really freaking gay. I assume most people are gonna vote yes. simply because, you know, this is a Fire Emblem focused channel. And Fire Emblem, while not an RPG, is like an SRPG, which is kind of similar. We need a full heal, because our mana's running low, right? We need Jody for that, too. Me, the biggest RPG fan ever, says lyingly, I hate RPGs. They suck and are boring games. So Lightning Blade, heal. Okay. So that guy's breakdancing. Oh shit, Melody's in trouble. Alright, second aid. I don't get to celebrate Pride this year because I have to study for midterm exams. Homophobic. Also, hi, happy Pride Month. Hello, hello, hello. 29 years of Fortune's Weave discourse. We are going to be in Three Houses discourse forever. Although, honestly, we might be lucky. There are worse discourses. At least Fire Emblem is getting new games instead of just Ocarina of Time and Star Fox 64 for a million... I guess because Fire Emblem didn't have an N64 game, it's allowed to get new games. Three Houses isn't real, it can't hurt me. I wish Three Houses wasn't real. Actually, that's not true. I enjoy aspects of Three Houses. I'm, like, very mixed on Three Houses. Mummy Dagger. I'm assuming that's... Maybe that's... No? None of them can equip it. What is the Mummy Dagger? It's cursed. The responsible thing to do is to sell it and make it someone else's problem. Am I homophobic or is my school homophobic? Oh, I just meant the fact you have to study for midterms is homophobic. The concept of midterms in this particular instance are homophobia. Fortune's Weave is gonna let players do gay matchmaking? Is Fortune's Weave gonna let players do... I mean, maybe. Three Houses did, kind of. Three Houses has good characters and interesting world baiting, and at the very least you can't say it wasn't experimental. It was experimental, and honestly, I think one of the beautiful things about Fire Emblem as a series is just how different every entry ends up being. So, like, even though I didn't jive with most of the Three Houses mechanics, and I'm pretty saddened to learn that they are coming back in full force. think it's cool that they exist, right? Fortunes where you failed where 3 houses existed. Get ready though! That's gonna be the talking points. I'm trying to go to Mummyford and Sons. I thought it was over this way. Fail, excelled, were engaged 3 house. So fucking true. Engage is gonna be celebrated as the best game ever made. Do you think it's cause like I don't think that's gonna happen. I think people have, and I said this in the video, the sort of discussion with Kratos, but I think people have committed too much of their personality to hating Engage. So I don't think it's gonna come around, right? The Zelda cycle, now Fortune we've bad, Engage good. That could, because like, there were the very same people who are like all big upping 3 houses now, hated it when it first came out, right? So that could be the case. I'll tell you what, one thing I didn't expect was how many people would get mad at me for saying, I wish we got a new Zelda game instead of just a remake. I got a lot of angry comments. That and the fact that I said I didn't like Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Which, I thought even Kingdom Hearts fans didn't like Chain of Memories, but I guess I was wrong. I don't want an OOT remake. 3DS is good, goddammit. I mean, the thing is, right, and I mentioned this in the video, too, is it's already playable on the Switch. It's on the Virtual Console, so it's not even a question of playability. You do have to sign up for their, like, scam subscription service to get it, but it's, like, it's on the Switch, too, right? So it's not even a question of playability, it's just, let's give it to you again, but for a higher price. A car? There's no way this way it's been here all of this rest of junk. It looks brand new. Can I take a moment to add that it looks sick as hell? I wonder who it belongs to. Knowing how much money we make, I'm sure it's not Jody's. Nanobot. Oh, there's a ton of them. Okay. We'll go Lightning Braid. Fire Breath. Hi, Symphotem. They're gonna come out with the Breath of the Wild remake soon. They already have Switch 2 edition, don't they? We don't need remakes of everything! I want new games! I don't want to play the same 5 games for eternity! It's really weird to me the OOT remake has given Link denim. Why is he denim? Do you know what Mario's overalls are made of? Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Dun 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 denim, denim. I'm hilarious. Remake Adult Link is gonna be a new thirst trap. Do people thirst trap Link? I didn't. I guess they did in Breath of the Wild, didn't they? It's kind of weird to me, not gonna lie. But then again, thirst trapping any video game character is kind of weird to me, so it's not really anything special about Link. Eh, that wander in the Dust Bowl, eh? We're trying to find someone, actually. Yeah, have you seen our friend Jody? She's big, tall, and not big. She's a tiger, and she's probably wearing armor. I can work with that. Yeah, so someone matching that description hidden these from you. Thank you so much, kind stranger. It's Jack, and I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around. Are we not allowed in Mumford and Sons? Are we, is it because we're the daughters, we're not the sons? We're not allowed to be part of Mumford and Sons. What is a thirst trap to you? A thirst trap, to me, involves real human beings. And not, like, video game characters. You are neither Mumford nor the Sons. That's true. Alright. Is Allison... Allison might be... Nope, she's good. She's good. Okay. Second aid Allison. Attack the robot. Frost the robot. Oh no, it dodged! High kick this robot, frost this robot. Second aid you. 3DS remake of OOT was a loyal remake bordering on being a souped-up remaster, so I'm guessing they're taking a looser direction with a Switch remake, otherwise it'd be even more redundant. I mean, we haven't seen anything, though. All we saw is that Link is in it. All we saw was like, hello, it's Link. Do you miss him? Did you miss your childhood? Pay us money to recapture your childhood. The fleeting years of youth that you will never get back. Pay us money, please. I'm not a fan of remakes as opposed to original games. Like, I'd always rather get an original game than a remake. And if they're going to remake something... An Ocarina remake basically confirms Majora's Mask remake. Does it? I don't think it does. Like, sure, they did that on the 3DS, but that doesn't mean, you know... That doesn't mean that they will, again. Physical ports are better than remakes. What do you mean physical ports? Like a solid physical you buy it edition? This is probably my most controversial gamer take, but I don't actually care about the physical versus digital debate. I understand that, like, especially with, like, scummy companies taking away your digital games, like, that's a problem. But I also can't find myself, like, turning down the convenience of just being able to, like, turn on Steam and be like, I can get all the games without needing to dig through a CD booklet, you know? Maybe that's a me problem. Like, maybe I'm just weak-willed. No Nintendo Online to play OOT, just play the game in any console. I mean, so that's how it used to be. That's how the Virtual Console used to be. On the Wii and Wii U, you could just buy whatever games you want. There was no, like, shitty subscription service. And I think that's just better, right? That was still digital. It wasn't physical, but I think that is better. I did recently learn that Nintendo is charging extra for physical games now, which I think that's shit. Did y'all know that? The, Fortune's Weave, it's $70 if you buy it digitally, but it's gonna be $80 for a physical edition. And this isn't like the special edition. The special edition's like over $100, which is fucking wild. For like, what? Does it include like trading cards? It's got like some art cards. Is it extra for physical or less for digital? It's extra for physical. Because $70 is already, like, I mean, $70 is already too much. But it is what, unfortunately, is considered the norm now, right? $80 is extra. They're doing the extra for physical thing. They might dress it up as less for digital, but unless the less for digital is less than $60, I'm not buying that bullshit. It is, more for physical, not less for digital. The way I look at it is $60 is still in my brain the mainline standard or whatever, right? Even though that has ceased to be the case. $70 for something 3 houses adjacent is crazy work. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Unfortunately, for the case of like the channel, I kind of have to. But like, I'll be for real. If I were just like a regular person, I would not be interested in Fortune's Weave, given the combination of what we know about it and the price point. Like, I would not be interested until seeing reviews or something. You could skip it and just play this game instead. I mean, we've got 16 people watching this. I imagine that we would get like 30, 40 more for the new Fire Emblem. Whenever there's a new Fire Emblem, there's an uptick, right? Danny, would you recommend a Switch 2 or just stick with a Switch 1? I mean, it depends on if you want to play any of the games on it. I don't know your financial situation, and I don't really want to. So I can't tell you whether or not... I will say it's more expensive now than when I got it. When I got it, it was $450, but now it's $500. The price went up. I remember when prices went down during consoles' lifespans instead of going up. Thanks, AI. So that's, you know, frustrating. But yeah, like, just the answer for any console basically is the price hike September 1st. In that case, I would say, like, make your choice, sort of commit to yes or no at this juncture. If there's still time to not pay the extra price, then I would say commit one way or the other. At this point. But yeah, it just depends on, like, what games you're interested in. Personally, I feel like I've gotten value out of it. Like, I liked Mario Kart World, even though there's elements of it that I find extraordinarily frustrating. And I really fucking liked Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I'm also a diehard Donkey Kong fan. Kirby Air Riders was not for me, but my wife likes it. And I really like Pocopia, and my wife fucking loves Pocopia, right? So we've gotten some good value out of it, and there's a new Fire Emblem coming. But it is also, like, a console that has only been out for a year, so there's not that many games for it, right? And that's something you gotta bear in mind as well, right? That it's going to be, this happens with all new consoles, and people always freak out, like, there's no games for XYZ console! But, like, that's just sort of the norm when there's a new console, right? Is there will be, like, not that many, games to start out, and then over its lifespan, it'll gain more. People only got their Switches for Breath of the Wild for the first 2 years. And Mario Odyssey! Don't sleep on Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey kinda crazy. I'll say this also, if you care about performance, for one reason or another, a lot of Switch 1 games play noticeably better on Switch 2. Which is potentially an argument for them, right? Because, Fire Emblem Warriors has a lot of, Three Hopes has a lot of performance issues on Switch 1. Runs smooth on Switch 2. Scarlet and Violet, a lot of the performance issues go away on Switch 2, from my understanding. I'm not interested enough to play it, but, you know, if that's a game that you like, it getting better on there is good. They also play a lot better on a computer. I mean, sure, but then you get into the argument of, like, is my $2,000, $3,000 computer worth it to not buy a $450 Switch 2, right? Like, and that's a question that I can't answer for you, both in terms of, like, ethics. Also, I can't endorse piracy for legal reasons. Like, this is a public platform. And also in terms of, like, some people are gonna spend $3,000 on a computer anyway. And, like, if you've already spent $3,000 on a computer, then obviously that is a, you know, less of a concern for you. But if you're trying to decide between being a naughty Nelly and emulating your Nintendo Switch 1 games versus buying a Nintendo Switch 2 to get better performance out of them, it is cheaper to get a Switch 2 than to buy a powerful computer. Now, you get more out of a powerful computer. Pretty undeniably. But if all you want is to play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for 500 hours, you know, one of them is cheaper than the other. In some countries, it's better to buy a computer than buy a console. That is true as well. That is true as well. And if you know, factoring in a computer that is powerful enough, it's sometimes going to be cheaper depending on the country you're in. That is true as well. So I can't really answer the question for you as to whether or not you should buy a Switch 2. Because it's kind of like, it's a personal question for you, you know? There's a lot of... Oh, shit. Frozen. There's a lot of factors that I just can't and don't know about you personally. And also, some of it is also just going to come down to your personal choice. A demographic of the most dedicated Scarlet and Violet defenders is crazy to think about. Are they a chunk of the market base? I mean, for every Pokemon game, there's going to be dedicated defenders. I think Scarlet and Violet is kind of abysmal, and it was sort of the death nail for Pokemon for me. Like, I am almost certainly not getting Winds and Waves. I do not own a copy of Scarlet and Violet. Make of that what you will. I admit to nothing. But it's pretty abysmal, in my opinion, from playing it. I guess I have to get a Switch 2 because of this Pokemon game. I'm too committed is a real sentence I heard someone once say. I mean, there are people excited for Winds and Waves. I am not one of those people. But I'm happy for them. If you ever need help making large purchases, you can just ask me. I'll be the blind arbiter. What is the blind arbiter? I don't know that. I don't know that reference. Is that Halo or the Bible? I feel like that's either Halo or the Bible. If I want to play Pokemon, I'll play ROM hacks, fan games, or older games. Mariamon is better than any new Pokemon RPG in years. I mean, I agree, personally, but I am also not... I don't think I'm the target demo of Pokemon anymore. And I think that's fine. And I think coming to terms with that is sort of a, you know... It's a freeing notion. I don't feel I need to play Generation 10 or whatnot. I'm just saying I'll tell people yes or no, but I wish it was a Halo reference. Oh, okay. The Arbiter is in Halo, I know that. I played the first 3 Halo games when I was younger. I had a fun time with them. I came out as trans to a friend yesterday. Now I have 3 people who know. Yo, :3 reference. 3 people, :3? The prophecy. I love Halo. It's sad they stopped making Halo games after Reach. True! What's 343 Studios? Never heard of it. Colon 3 actually stands for 3 colons, which I steal and resell to get a Switch 2. Damn, they're fucking up my mana. This is fucked up. They're sucking all of my mana away. Trying to play Emerald on Mono Systems is a hassle, but I can get it running on my phone in 10 minutes. I bought Gens 1, 2, 6, and 7 on the 3DS, but Nintendo doesn't want to sell their games. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like... It's so frustrating, even when they weren't tied to a subscription system, how when we would go to a new console, all the games that were on previous consoles would no longer get, like, ported over. Like, the Virtual Console on the Wii was not ported onto the Wii U until, like, 5 years into the Wii U's time. Which was just kind of obnoxious. At least now there's a thumb wrestling game. Yo, that Nintendo Switch Sports Resort game looks so awful. I will absolutely be a negative Nancy about that. Like, not only did they not have the Mii's, which is what everyone complained about with the last Nintendo Switch Sports game, is they didn't have Mii's. Instead, they got those stupid sports avatars. Oh, whoops. I boosted the wrong person's attack. But it's got less games than Wii Sports Resort did. And one of those games is fucking thumb wrestling. Didn't base Wii Sports come with the console? Yup, and Reggie Fils-Aimé had to fight for that. Nintendo did not want to bundle it for free. Like, that was... I know people gas up Reggie too much, but that was legitimately on Reggie, not Nintendo. Nintendo just made the best Mii Maker for Tomodachi Life and then immediately scrapped it for Switch Sports. Another robot. This one seems to be minding its business and is trying to kill us, though. Do you think it could be friendly? I doubt it, but I also don't want to bully some random robot if this one's harmless. We also tried talking to that bird and that didn't work out. But we're supposed to be the good guys. We don't jump random strangers. Plus, maybe this one's seen Jody. It's true, but still. Sorry to bother you. Have you seen a tiger around here by chance? Hello? D. Pardon, is your processor glitching? D. Like, definitely? You've definitely seen a tiger? Mel, I think now is the time to run. Destroy... Abominable Automaton. Alright. Kiss. Probably Frost. The thing is, if Nintendo ports more games, they can sell them. Do they not want money? Are they stupid? D like D's nuts. Oh shit! Claire's that was so much damage! Holy shit! That's so much damage! Do we want to attack the boulder, maybe? Oh shit, now Melody's KO'd. Oh fuck, Melody and Claire are both down. Tear Revival you? Okay, we dodged. Fan the flames, because he's burned. Frost. And he grabbed a boulder. Okay, we gotta kill the boulder. Oh, fuck. Are we wiped? We wipe? We just wiped. Fuck. I was about to call this game easy, but we just got fucked up here. I went in a little unprepared. We gotta kill the boulder. Shit Toph would say from Avatar. True. D's nut. Holy shit, Claire's dead. Alright, let's... first aid up a little so that no one dies immediately. That Robok is as homophobic as midterm exams. D's nuts. Damn, it's using that all-out assault attack really often. It brought the boulder out! Attack boost Allison. What if it was called Super Chud Charlie Kirk RPG? I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that game, personally. We are dodge tanking pretty well, which is nice. The fucking boulder! The boulder was defeated. I forgot I have to change YouTube chat to show all. No wonder I was missing messages. I mean, there is the chat on the side of the screen, but then it's hard to, you know, keep track of them all as they're moving, you know? The boulder. I think we got this guy this time. No, we missed the boulder! That boulder's gonna kill someone. Let's just go all out attack. I've been doing an Avatar rewatch. I'm on the topic of boulders. Got to book 2 and Toph is still incredible. Thing Taka would say after missing with the boomerang. It's still moving. Crap, even after all that? So how do we take this thing down? What do we do, run? Hold up, what's there? Hey, it's Jody! Jody! Claire, what are you three doing all the way out here? I should be asking you that. Can we catch up after the robot is dealt with? Oh, sure thing. Here goes nothing. Where are we now? Jody, I've never been so happy to see you in my entire life. I can see that. How come you were looking for me, though? Jody, you've been MIA for 24 hours. God, has it really been that long? I'm sorry, I probably made everybody worry sick about me, huh? We also found your wallet. Oh, I must have dropped during a scuffle. Thanks for that. How come you skipped town, Jody? You on the lam? Maybe in trouble in paradise with Faith? What? No, it's nothing like that. I know. I just haven't gotten a chance to tease you since yesterday. Faith told us you were investigating some monster activity and never came home. She sent us out to find you. Yeah, I tried texting Faith to know she was safe, but I guess I never went through. It's not just you. There's some sort of electromagnetic disturbance messing with the phones and internet back in Greenbridge. Wait, really? That doesn't sound good. Yeah, we have a lot of catching up to do. So, they take a rest. HP and MP recovered. That's a lot. Yeah. We assume there's a connection between Javis and the monsters you saw. Do you have any leads? Yes, actually. I followed a suspicious cloaked figure up here, but I couldn't see their face, but there's a chance it was Javis. We could definitely ask around and see if anyone knows anything about Javis once you've taken her home, though. Her? Who her? Glyph, the robot you were fighting. Glyph, did that gizmo your friends told me to use work? Are you feeling better? Oh, hello there. Yes, thank you so much for rebooting me. I'm really sorry about my behavior just then. I wasn't myself. Someone reprogrammed me to hunt down any beast folk who entered the desert. Oh, it's okay. We're just glad you're feeling better. Yeah, nice to meet you properly, Glyph. Okay, question. Glyph, are all the robots here normally friendly? Sadly, no. We have a lot of feral robots around these parts, and something seems to be agitating them this week, too. But yeah, my friends are kind of special, actually. Speaking of which, I should head home. Good idea. Let's go back to Mumford to regroup. Yo! Now we can be Mumford's sons! Jody is the fourth wheel. And now we can go over here. Now we can cross spike pits. Mumford and Sons moment. What is Jody's skills? Barrier? Apologize? She apologizes to the enemy, undoing the effect of taunt, so Jody goes back to being hit the normal amount. Wait. Taunt and apologize. Distract the enemy so Jody gets hit more often. Last 5 turns. Also, getting hit builds Jody's star power. Over here, dummy! So she's the Ringo of the team. Yo, Jody is actually super tanky. Look at that. 769 HP. Is Ringo also tanky? Because if so, Jody is definitely the Ringo. $700 and nice. More Mumford and Spike Pits. This is it. They locked the gate because of my violent rampage. I'm sure everyone will be happy to see you. Let me just try to get their attention. Hey guys, it's me, Glyph. I'm back to normal. Can you open the front gate? There we are. Let's head on in. Jody is so cute. The tiger. Hold on a second. They're in the middle of something. They're having a Old West shooty showdown. Heh, that's 3 wins in a row. Darn, I'll get you tomorrow, just wait. I love this place already. Oh, an undead town. I guess that explains the mummies. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Don't worry, everyone here is really nice. You'll get along great. Glyph, you're back. Whoa! Hold on, did you lead the intruders here? Hey, that's one of the mummies who's been giving us trouble. One of the mummies? There's only one of me. So we've just been beating up the same guy over and over again? Wait, that was you every time? Yeah. You're not the only ones who use healing potions, you know. We kind of assumed you're just a lot of different mummies with a strict dress code. You literally could have asked me at any point. You had a big knife! Okay, let's be civil. I'm sure this has been a stressful couple days for all of us. Yes, we're all friends here. No need for violence. New beast friend. Say hello to Neff. She helps me keep the peace around here. Hello. Yeah, we've met. I keep trying to kick their asses. Trying and failing. We don't get a lot of visitors here, but some new arrivals this week seem to be siphoning the mana from our power grid. Which, you know, we kind of need in order to live. We run on mana. I figured you were just more goons working for the same people. But you know what they say about assumptions. Again, you assumed I was like 10 identical mummies, so you're not one to talk fluffy. There's some trouble in the surface, too, and we're here investigating it. My friends are looking for a guy named Javis. I'm willing to bet that whatever's going on here, he's involved. Neff, I don't believe you've met Jody here. She worked together with our friends to fix me. Wait, really? Yes, and her friends had help, too. Our town is a little in their debt. Well, if you help Glyph, I guess you can't be that bad. No hard feelings? Yeah, I guess. I'm keeping my eye on you, too. I'm keeping my eye on you, though, because cause any trouble and I won't go down and I won't go easy on you. Anyway, if the four of you are here to deal with the guys who showed up the other day acting like they own the place, I've got some leads. Right. Well, they've had a long journey and it'll be sundown before long. Please make yourselves at home. In the morning, I'm sure you and Neff can come up with a great plan to deal with the mysterious intruders. Welcome to Mumford. Armor items spells. I should probably see what Jody's got equipped. So she has an iron gauntlet equipped. Yeah, we can give a magical girl. Because we don't have... Because we already have... What else have we got? Alchemist? Potion Explosion, Potion Plus, Boulder Brew, Alchemical Awakening. Slow-mo, speed up, time heals some wounds. Let's give you Wavemaker. Give you Inner Beast. Cactus Wand. Alright, so Claire, let's give the Mana Saver. Jody, let's give Brace Yourself and the Cowboy Hat. Yeah, this seems good. At some point you're just doing... Oh, yeah. Sorry, just item management. Alright. Howdy, travelers. Name's Stretch. We saw that little show you put on with the other cowboy earlier, you know. You did? Oh, that's just a game my best buddy Squash and I like to play to pass the time. A game that involved shooting each other? Yep. Don't worry, though. We only fire blanks. It's perfectly safe. If I follow these cables, I'll probably reach... Something's supposed to fit here. Much love, mysterious runes. Probably more pressing matters to attend to right now. This can wait. Okay, so this was not where I was meant to go. Well, now that we have Jody, we can go over the spike pit, so we don't need to teleport back home. But this one's also blocked. Your units are ready to line tank at a moment's notice. Extra damp. And then we can kill this guy. Maybe we gotta head back to Mumford. Maybe there's something I missed there. Because I think we're just kind of going in circles out here. Well, there's this danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Nope, there's nothing in... Oh, there's enemies in here. We could try going south. Oh no, this just is the... Yeah, we're just going in circles. Alright. So we should probably just head for Mumford and the Sons. Stretch has gotten scary good at Julian. Gotta find a way to counter him if I want to end my losing streak. He's figured out how to make his expression completely blank, so I can't read his sense. Man's an enigma. Howdy, I'm Fanta. Y'all must be the heroes I heard so much about. That's us. Are y'all enjoying your stay in our lovely little town? Oh yeah, it's lovely here. We appreciate having a cozy place to rest on our mission. That's wonderful. We don't have much in the way of amenities, but we're proud of what we have here. If y'all have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. I'm sort of a one-woman wagon around these parts, so got anything you want to ask? No clue! All this stuff was here before us, and all of it seems positively ancient. Could be here for decades or centuries. Heck, maybe all this stuff is pre-Fortuna. You think it might be over 1,000 years old? Well, not all of it. But the robots and all that stuff off the canyon walls, who knows? We got our personal theories on the machines do, though. My theory is it was a big strip mining operation designed to extract everything of value from this hunk of floating land. Some of my neighbors have more fanciful theories, though. Maybe you can ask them. Anything else you want to ask? That's all for now. Thanks for the info. Anytime, friend. Is the inn... I guess the inn is just where we heal up. Oh, hey, Jody. So I guess it goes without saying, but the gizmo you gave me worked like a charm. See what I tell ya? You two know each other? Yeah, you're real popular around here, Jody. Ipsy's the one who made that device I used to fix Glyph. Yeah, you're a real lifesaver, Ipsy. Please, Jody and her friends played their part too. Building the thing to reset you is only half the work. Maybe 60% actually. But hey, Jody, have this. I owe you one. Got the machinists. The machinists. That woman is named after a soda. True! Want a Fanta? I'm a mechanical expert around these parts. You got any tech questions, hit me up. Just don't ask me to jailbreak your phone for you. I get asked that all the time. What's the machinist tome do? Ooh, it's those scraps that we've been collecting. It's how you use those. You're the mayor? Mayor Robot. Why didn't this come up sooner? Oh, I guess I just forgot. It's been an eventful week here in the Wasteland with the mysterious visitors getting brainwashed and all. But yeah, I'm the mayor. I'm this week's mayor of Mumford. I was so excited for it to be my turn to be mayor when the chore wheel. That sounds like an interesting electoral system you got there. Well, there isn't really much for a mayor to do in a town like Mumford. Things kind of run themselves. But if I'm needed, I'll be sure to give it 110%. Is she recruitable? I don't think so. I think this is our party of 4. The 4 that we have is our RPG 4-person party. Final Fantasy style. Hi, Senna. Not much use for money up here. The vendors outside only need gold so they can restock for travelers such as yourselves. So instead of paying gold, I'd just like y'all to share a story from your adventures on the surface. I don't get head down often, you see. And you adventure types always have some interesting tales to tell. How generous are you? So you just gotta share a story? Yes, indeed. Although our other guest today will be a tough act to follow. Other guests? Who will that be? Oh, you haven't heard? Why, Mumford's savior happens to be in town. Are you talking about Jody? I mean, I helped out around here, but I can't imagine I've done as much as the savior person. Oh no, Jody here's been a big help lately, but Mumford simply wouldn't exist if not for our savior. I suppose you haven't heard the story yet. Words don't really do her justice. You should meet her yourselves. Oh, but I'm sure you have some amazing stories to tell too. Just make yourselves comfortable in the lounge over the right where you're ready. Is that the savior? Mom? Allison? Oh, that's cute. What are you doing all the way out here? I was heading back to Greenbridge after finishing up my last job. Figured I'd check on things here on my way. I never thought I'd run into you in a place like this. You really are a hotshot adventurer now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Hi, Miss Goletta. Melody! Work's been keeping me away from Greenbridge lately, so I think this is the first time we've spoken face to face. Since I heard the big news. You've been keeping my baby girl out of trouble? Nope. If I was, we wouldn't be up here, would we? Good point. Well, I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Wow, am I hearing that right? Are we lucky enough to have Mumford Savior and her daughter with us today? So you're the savior she was talking about? Something like that. I was just in the right place at the right time. It's all ancient history at this point. Humble as always, Amelia. Anyway, make yourselves at home. We'll begin shortly. Holy shit, Danny's playing Slarb. Slarb. Super lesbian animal RPG. Good thing this isn't Fire Emblem. Yeah, I think I got 2 Fire Emblem brain rotted. I assumed that her mom was dead when she wasn't around. So I freed the hostage. We're running down the corridors dodging ice bolts, and we round the corner to see a door to the garage. I lock the door behind us before the Duke's goons can catch us, and that only buys us maybe a minute or so. They'll bust it down in no time. And that's when I see her ticket out, the boss's prized muscle car. You didn't. Oh, I did. So I duck into the driver's seat and start raking my brain to remember how to hotwire a car. You had a very interesting skill set, Miss Goletta. I try to be a jack of all trades. You never know when a skill is going to come in handy on a mission. Anyway, I just barely managed to get the car started, and we take off right away as the goons breach the door. And with that, we're home free. So yeah, that was my Monday. Wait, I've seen that car. Yeah, that was the car we saw parked out at the docks on our way here. I may have kept it as a little reward for all my troubles. Figured that creep owed me after blowing my previous ride. Dang, that's a pretty huge upgrade over the minivan. May it rest in pieces. What an incredible story. Oh, you always say that, Senna. And it's always true. So what about Allison here? I'm sure as the protege of a hero like Amelia, you have tons of stories of your own to share. Huh. Oh, well, you see, I haven't been at this for very long, so I don't know if... What about the Trash King? Oh, you mean the king of all trash? Intriguing. Well, not quite. It was more like a really big bird. But it had all this trash, and it was, eating the trash. We pissed it off and had to fight it. Oh, so you fought a bird. It was a really big bird, to be fair. I see. Like I said, I don't know if I had the best stories. Don't be so hard on yourself, Allison. You're still new at this. Hey, I've got one. I can tell the story of how Faith and I started dating if that kind of thing works. Love is an adventure in itself. That seems like a kind of personal story to be exchanging with a stranger. No offense, Senna. Oh, no way. Me and Senna go way back. You do? When did you ever meet? Last night? We really hit it off the first time I stayed here. Now let's see. Well, for starters, Claire and I are from Brightport. I needed a change of pace from the big city life after high school, so I moved to Greenwich. A couple years later, I'd just gotten out of a relationship that didn't quite work out. It was an amicable breakup, but any breakup's a bummer. So I just tried to focus on my work as an apprentice blacksmith to get things off. And then one day, this girl came in looking to commission some custom armor and a lance. Was the girl Faith? I'm getting to that part, but yes, it was Faith. She had her heart set on becoming the next guardian of Greenwich. She knew she needed the top-line gear for the job like that. I already kind of knew her, since we've been friends with Melody and Allison since they were kids. But she's always busy, and we hadn't had that many chances to talk. We asked her the details on what she wanted, and I could tell right away she had an eye for craftsmanship. She was passionate about the work. I could also tell she had an eye for me. Ooh, how scandalous. I guess at that point I just wanted to impress her, so I really poured my heart and soul into the gear. I made it my finest work. As I was working on it, she dropped by every day. She always said she just wanted to check on my progress, but I knew she was too busy for that to be true. We'd chat while I worked. It already felt like we'd known each other forever. And then, after I finally finished her gear, Faith knew she didn't have any excuse to drop by anymore, so she just asked me out. And I guess the rest is history. That was a wonderful story, Jody. Ah, to be young and in love. I've just been thinking about Faith a lot these past couple of nights. I hope everything's okay back in Greenridge. We're here to make sure it's okay. Well, it's getting late. We should probably turn in for the night. Once upon a time, 3 happy birds lived in a warm, lush forest. Big Bird with many eyes decided to watch over the forest for intruders or something. I do plan to play this at some point. Oh my god, they're roommates! Hey, what are you looking at on your phone? Did our reception come back? Oh no, I'm just checking it out of habit. You okay, dear? You seem tense. Don't worry about it. You've got enough on your plate right now without worrying about my crap. Worrying about your crap is kind of my job. I don't know. I'm just thinking about my mom, I guess. Aren't you happy to see her? You love your mom. She's your hero, isn't she? I know. It's just a lot to live up to sometimes. She's literally these people's saviors. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to pay rent and cast basic spells. Plus, I wanted to see her again on different terms. I want her to be proud of me. Your mom's always been proud of you, Allison. She could be prouder. My life's kind of a mess right now. I don't want this to be the mental image of my adventuring career for the rest of my life. You know, sometimes I think about changing my last name so fewer people would compare me to her. Part of me wants to make a name for myself instead of having to live up to that, you know? That's understandable, I suppose. It's just a thought, though. I don't know, I'm just rambling. You're always rambling, Allison. That's a part of your charm. You know, as far as names go, Allison Amaranth doesn't sound too bad. The alliteration makes you sound like a superhero. Exactly! Hey, you ever wonder? Maybe you should get some sleep before we launch into a 30-minute discussion of what we'd be like as superheroes. Yeah, good call. Who knows what we'll be up against tomorrow. Thanks for being here for me, though. Nah, I don't mean to make you worry. Like I said, that's my job. Well, good night, babe. I love you. Love you, too. Gay. Super. Those animals can be lesbian. Feel free to rest in the rooms upstairs whenever you would like. Well, I kind of was hoping that would advance the story. Any advice for the desert? It's surprising for a town with so few residents, but there's actually stock up a good drink of victuals? It's lingo out here on the trail. Don't look like it, but it rhymes with little. Victual. So, like, I actually forgot, were we dating at the start of the game? Yes. They have been lesbians with each other the whole time. They're playing some sort of role. Do they think this is a game? Hello, you must be the travelers I've been hearing about. I'm Florence. What you doing over here? Oh, this is Mumford's community garden. It's hard to make actual plants grow here. So, to liven up the scenery a bit, I started making plants out of scrap metal. Wow, so the palm trees and cacti we've been seeing at your work as well? They are! They really enhance the atmosphere, I think. Actually, all the cacti out in the desert are part of a big sensor array Ipsy set up to keep an eye on the feral robots. In exchange for helping her with that, she gives me a lot of scrap metal for my personal projects here. Very cool. Well, we'll let you get back to that. Oh, we haven't been here yet. It's pronounced Vittles, like Skittles. Funny little word. Haha! I dodge tanked him! Dodging the EX... Oh, we have been here already. That treasure chest is open. Dang, where am I supposed to go? Yeah, because this is what brought us to the last boss. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go. I guess that's part of the adventure. This guy's named Crud. Nice to meet you, Crud. What are you doing in the dirt? Just chilling. We can't barge into visitors' houses. Dang it. Oh, this way. We haven't been here yet. Nope, we have. We have, because the warp pad's over. Yeah, so we have been here. Okay. I do like the dancing cactus, though. You're still alive in the traditional sense. My magic is of no use to you. My natures are more necromantic. That makes sense. That makes sense, though. Oh, we had to talk to Neff. There's some fake facility over the northwest corner of the wasteland. Used to sneak in there and throw some parties with buddies. Have you seen the big cube? It's near the big cube. It is, in fact, near the big cube. It's really easy to get there now that all the paths out of town are open again. Just a hunch. But there's been a lot of suspicious activity around there recently. I'll go scout ahead. Should we ask Allison's mom for help? She is a way more experienced fighter. No way. Like Claire said yesterday, we've gelled with Davos before, we know what to expect. I don't want to subject anyone else to that madness if we don't have to. Besides, my mom can keep an eye on Mumford while we're gone, just in case Javis has something else planned. We can handle this. Just wanted to make sure before we head out. Alright, the northwest corner of the desert. Got it. Let's go, team. Damn, he was right there the whole time, and I kept walking past. Okay, northwest. Hello.
Hello.
You going to bed?
Yep. Good night.
Good night. Okay, we gotta keep going northwest as much as we can. Oh, there we go. Hop and lock. There you are. Yeah, this is the place I was talking about. It's just past the spike pit. You're positive this is where Javis has been hiding? Positive. This place has Javis written all over it. I'll meet you up ahead. I think you know how to get in. Move along. Hey, no cutting in line. This young lady here is ahead of you. You on the list? Might be. My name's Neff. Your boss tried to recruit me the other day. Wait, what? Let's see. Yep, there you are. Welcome, Miss Neff. Glad to see you're joining us after all. And am I allowed to bring guests? My friends here want to join the cause too. You know what? They look like those animal forks Javis to keep an eye out for. Yeah, we get that all the time. Well, if they're with the mummy, I guess it's okay. You can head on inside. Javis, Javis, Javis. Neon Labyrinth. So this is that Javis guy I've heard so much about. Or, well, a hologram him. There's a message. Let me read it. Attention, everyone. You're being acclimatized to your new surroundings. We'll be holding a strategy meeting at noon. Attendance is mandatory. An ID badge is required for admittance. Refreshments may or may not be served. Dang, you do a good Javis impression. It hurts my throat if I talk like that too much. Yo, just like me fucking for real, for real. He said you need an ID badge to get in. There should be one here somewhere, right? Alright, we gotta find an ID badge. You need a key for that? Oh, goodbye, treasure chest. Oh, shit. Color wheel. I love all the different playstyles you can try in this game. My favorite is juicing up Allison with girl kisses and buffs until she does a bajillion damage. That's what I've been doing. Kisses and buffs. Oh shit! Jody got recolored. Alright, we got a key. She's green for an amazing reason. Frog Bomb! Bad boy! These enemy designs are peak. WhatsApp Jody. Dodge Tank Jody. No! Dodge Tank Frog Bomb! Kaboom! Frog Bomb's dead. Avoid can be a good stat. The dodge tank propaganda is real. Probably just this last dungeon. Little Pinchy! But I'm getting tired. It's getting close to my bedtime. You get to request revenge on the concept of Color Rose for all those years, all those nights spent on an Arc Elective. Now that's a power fantasy if I've ever seen one. Not a fan of art? Sometimes I dodge 288 hits because Naga decided to give me a pass. Actually, I might be too tired to do this dungeon today. We might be just calling it quits for tonight. I am very yawn-tastic. It's hard to focus on the game and chat at the same time. So I'm just gonna look for a save point and see if we can... Hold on here. It's a drawn-on maze! Hot Fudge Sundae! Wait, that's good. That's good. This is a very good joke. This is a very good joke. Chromatic Colossus. God, these enemy designs are so fucking peak. It carries over between fights. What carries over between fights? I missed something. What's carrying over between fights? Seems like kind of thing you find in a game with a zoned out of your mind 3 a.m. then end up questioning the experience of the last 2 hours or so. Yeah, it's very trippy. I mean, in fairness, so was Act 1. The dungeon in Act 1. Great job! You did it! This should let us go deeper into the dungeon. There was a song change because Melody got all 5 pips. Ah, so that is because I have a equipment equipped that carries over her star power. So she has a charm equipped that carries over her star power. Well, I think it's time to call it for the night. I'm going to bed. Good night, gamers.